All right, thanks, John Ann. Let's take a look at the mandatory evacuation zones right now. All areas south of I-10 in Mobile County are under a mandatory evacuation. Also, you need to evacuate if you're in the Fort Morgan Peninsula and all areas south of Fort Morgan Road. Of course, that means Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. Again, all areas south of I-10 and Fort Morgan Peninsula and all areas south of Fort Morgan Road are under a mandatory evacuation order.
Well, folks all over the Gulf Coast were given orders to evacuate.
Now, one of the mandatory evacuation sites, of course, was Dauphin Island, which is south of I-10.
And Fox News reporter Hubert Tate joins us live now from Dauphin Island with the very latest. Hubert, what are the conditions like there?
Well, at this point, Lenise, things are very calm right now. About 30 minutes ago, there were a few light rains here, a little bit of thunderstorms and lightning. I'm not sure if that is connected to Hurricane Gustav at this point, but I'm sure Johnette Thompson can shed a little bit more light on that. But as far as right now, the winds are pretty light and things look fairly well at this point. Now, on our way over here, we saw a couple of people boarding up their homes, leaving, tying up their boats, getting their boats out the water in preparation of this storm. And also at the Circle K, on the, just right off the main drag here, they have boarded up and left. There is no gas there. There is nothing going on there. People have left that business and business owners have shut down at that location. Now, there are some businesses here that are still open. However, about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, those owners say they plan to lock up and leave themselves. So since this mandatory evacuation is in order, a lot of people are deciding to leave. However, on the flip side of that, there are some people who say they're just going to ride it out. They say they've been through Katrina, so I'm sure they can handle Gustav at the same time. And right now, Mayor Jeff Collier joins me now. Here's the mayor of Dauphin Island. And Mayor, just how have things been looking today as far as people leaving and getting their homes in order in preparation of this storm?
I think there's been real good preparation. I mean, as you said, people on Dauphin Island are very storm savvy. They know what to do. There's been a lot of preparations for this particular storm, not only in the private sector, but also from the town. We've stationed all of our essential equipments in various places to get it out of the flood-prone areas, so we feel like we're really prepared.
Some people at home may be deciding whether or not they still want to evacuate or not. It's under a mandatory evacuation right now, which means those people, they're advised to leave their homes. However, if they decide not to, that means that EMA and emergency officials can't get to them if there is an emergency out here as quick as they could have if this order was not in place.
That's correct. And of course, as we know, EMA did order a mandatory evacuation earlier today. I think a lot of people have heeded that advice. I think there'll be more yet to leave. One of the things that we have to keep in mind on Dauphin Island, our weak link, is the road leading to Dauphin Island. So, you know, long before the storm gets near here, we could actually lose access to the island and getting off. So if you stay too long, you don't have a choice to change your mind later. So that's one thing that the police will be monitoring as far as the road access off the island. We will relay that information to EMA and try to get out a last-ditch effort to let people know that they may have to stay.
All right, Jeff Collier, mayor here in Dauphin Island, thank you so much for your time. Again, the weather here is pretty much light. A lot of people deciding to leave. Of course, you just heard the mayor say that since this area is under a mandatory evacuation, it is your decision whether you want to stay or not. However, you might want to consider this. If there is an emergency out here in Dauphin Island, the emergency crews won't be able to get to you as fast as they would as if there was not a mandatory evacuation. So keep that in mind to those people who are still watching this at home here in Dauphin Island. Bob Lenise.
All right, thank you, Hubert. Good stuff.
While folks in southern Mobile County continue to evacuate their homes tonight, thousands from other states are seeking shelter in our area. Fox 10 News reporter Renee Dials talked to some folks pouring in from Louisiana.
You can see from the steady flow of eastbound traffic on Interstate 10, folks continue to heed the warning to get out of the path of Hurricane Gustav. Sandra Toop is headed to Pensacola. She says normally it's a 5-hour drive from Grand Isle, Louisiana.
We're going on 12 hours.
But Toop is more worried about what she'll find when she gets back.
It's hard to leave. It's hard to leave. You don't know what you're coming back to. You don't know if you can come back. It's a tough situation.
Beverly Colo says it appears another major storm may be headed straight for their homes.
We both live in Grand Isle, and that's expecting a big old tidal wave of like 23 feet.
And we're not finished from Katrina.
We're not even, we're just getting things back together after that storm, and it doesn't look good.
But their major concern right now is just getting to safety.
No, I was at the camp since it was a week Friday, and I was going to be there to stay for Labor Day too, and then I ended up getting caught in all this.
Folks who are evacuating from Louisiana and Mississippi may be heading to friends, family, or hotels, but for some, this truck stop right off Interstate 10 is it. Gwendolyn Patton weathered Hurricane Katrina at the Superdome. This time, she wants to be near supplies if she needs them.
There's everything there. We can go to the bathroom, we can wash up, this is open all night.
No matter where the evacuees are heading, they're all hoping to return to their homes soon. In Mobile, I'm Renee Dowles, Fox 10 News.
The people with whom we spoke say although their evacuation was slow, there were no real problems. Let's take a look at the shelters that opened at 10 this morning in Mobile County. Now, keep in mind, as John had mentioned, the shelter at Theodore High School on Swedetown Road is already full. You have to go to another one. Out in Sims Middle School on Ed George Road is also open. And Mobile Baker High School on Airport Boulevard past the airport is open as well. 4 additional shelters were open just about an hour ago. They are Causey Middle School on McFarland Road, Satsuma High School on Gator Circle, E.R. Dixon Elementary on Benton Spur Road, and Denton Middle School on Pleasant Valley Road. Also, a medical needs shelter opened at 10 o'clock. It's at Collins Roads Elementary School on St. Stephen's Road in 8 Mile. Other shelters may be opened